Hey, welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside. I believe you can. Um, I believe that you can change your attitude. You can make a choice, and it's not easy. It's work. You can change how you're dealing with your situation in the moment, and I believe that can affect the rest of your day, and affect the day of those people around you. So, choose your attitude. Um, I remember getting this idea introduced in my early days in camping. It was actually part of a staff training module. Uh, the camp that I was working for at the time, they paid for a program, and it was called the fish philosophy. It was based on the success or the phenomenon, what was known at that time as fish philosophy, based on the Seattle fish market. It was the energy, it was the positivity, and more importantly, it was about the connection that the fish market employees were making with their actual customers, but also the crowd. All right. So they already had someone like hooked, fish market hooked. One on one, what do you want? How do you get it? Like, coming up, fish. It's an amazing video. But what they were doing was they were also enticing somebody who may not have been a client in the crowd to come in and try to be part of the experience. So it became a sales technique. But more importantly, when they actually dove into it, it improved staff retention, it improved productivity, it improved everything about the company. They weren't the only fish market on the block, but it might not even been the best with all the options. But it was the one that people wanted to go to because of the experience. So it took them a while to figure out, to hone in just exactly what was happening, but they created this culture of appreciation. It involved some effort, some energy. And when the documentary or when the training video is being filmed, created, they would, part of the video is interviewing each employee. And, like, they're not getting paid a lot. And, like, it's a fish market. Yeah, they're handling raw fish, right? So there's a reason. There's so many reasons why that employee in that situation could make a different choice. What am I doing here? Like, I'm gross. I'm covered in fish slime, and it's long hours, and yeah, it's hard work. I'm like, I'm not doling out little chunks. I'm handling like 30-pound salmon, right? So you're physically, mentally, emotionally drained. You're dealing with the public, and working with colleagues and stock. There's every reason for the fish market employees to approach their work a little bit differently. So they just make a choice. You're going to be here, be here. And if you're out in front and you're going to be engaging with customers, let's make it the best part of their day. The Seattle fish market phenomenon became such a hit, not only with the market and the clients and people wanting to buy fish, but the surrounding businesses like tech business professional CEOs were leaving their offices during their lunch hours to go down and just watch. Weren't buying fish, but the crowds became an actual problem. Yeah. What do we do with all these people? I mean, it's a fish market. We don't have room for like an extra 10, an extra 20, an extra 50, an extra 150 people standing around not buying fish. Because what if there's a person back there who wants to buy fish and they can't get through the crowds of people watching us? So yeah, it created its own challenges. But the point is, they chose their attitude, and there are some strategies about how you can do that. And there are some philosophies, some theories that say, like, yeah, sometimes you've got to fake it till you make it, right? And man, there's so many things, so many examples of it. But after a long day at work, right, no matter how my day's going, what happened at my day, I can't bring that home. I can't. It's not fair. It's not fair to me, right? It's not fair to my family. It's not fair to my dog. So there are little things that I have to do, that we all need to do, before we go to work, before we come home, before we go into our next meeting, before we send the next email. Choose your attitude, right? Is this the best version of myself right now? Hey, and sometimes it's hard. And Sometimes you might have to make the choice. If I can't be my best self for my manager, for my product, for my employees, for my colleagues, for my family, then I need to be honest with myself, be honest with those around me that I need a minute, I need an hour, I need a half day, I need a day. Now, what you do at that time is equally important. You need to decide what's the source, what's the cause. Is that something you can actually deal with in the moment, right? Sometimes it's changing how and why you sleep. Sometimes it's it's your blood sugar levels, man. Get a snack. But there's little choices about how you flip the switch. And we all have different things we can do, but music's a big part of it. All right. Just crank some tunes, dance it out. We do it. It helps, even just for a moment, right? You can turn that frown upside down, right? Just take a shower, just do a literal cleanse, right? Just take a moment to yourself. And sometimes the bathroom is the best place to do that in one way or another. A change of wardrobe, all right? Have some water, right? Drink some water. Yeah, it makes a world of difference. Going outside, start with 20 minutes, go outside, get some fresh air, breathe. But it's more than just do that. It's how you're doing it, right? So when you go to get that snack, yeah, you could grab some candy, grab some sugar, grab an apple, still sugar, grab a carrot, right? So make some good choices. You listen to music, find something that's upbeat, right? Maybe that's not your thing. You've got other styles, but find something that's actually going to be a little more responsive, a little more intentional about changing your mood. So make a choice. Do it for yourself. Change that hypertension, change that blood pressure, change the way you breathe. And there are so many small steps, and that's what it's about. Make small changes. But you've got to just know yourself. What are the things that can actually change your mood, improve your mood? You've got to have the courage to tell yourself that you need to change. Maybe even have the courage to share it with others. I don't know what's wrong, guys, but I need a minute, right? Go back, regroup, make a choice. And it will start to change your life. Just make small steps, small changes in the moment. Start to recognize your triggers. Anybody can share this kind of information. I mean, we've got 50 years of pamphlets and brochures, medical professionals, books, self-helps, 1,000 other people on YouTube telling you to do the same thing. Just a guy outside, but it works for me. I'm still working on it. I try and share that with the people in my life. Try to share it with you because it does work, and there is no magic trick. It's a constant battle. Sometimes it feels like a battle, and it's these little victories. Celebrate those little victories. Right? Sometimes you have to celebrate alone. But if you're surrounded, if your circle is tight, your circle is strong, they'll tell you, hey, whatever you did, keep doing it. I enjoy being around this version of you. So thanks for that. And when you see someone else doing it, have the courage to say the same thing. Let them know that we've got loved ones in our lives that we sometimes love in other ways when they're a different version of themselves. So make a choice. Hey, if you get a chance, go down the rabbit hole. Take a look at the Seattle Fish Market fish video. Choose your attitude. It's inspiring. It's amazing. Sometimes I have to rewatch it. I've used it in my own trainings, motivations for summer camp staff. It's getting a little old, outdated. I'm sure there's lots of people, but it's philosophy, and they've made a product out of it because it works. So choose your attitude. Go outside. It's good for you. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.